Hey everyone, this is Captain Penelope of the Super Paladin Bros, and welcome back to a new Let's Play of Star Trek Deep Space Nine Harbinger. Now, there's a few things I want to go over before, about the game, and also how I'm doing this LP, before we actually begin it here. A few things I want to go over. This is all done in post-commentary, for one thing, so most of my commentary will be rather limited, and very limited, but the game will kind of direct itself a little bit. There'll be a few times I'll interrupt throughout the course of this game, mostly because of dialogue. This game is very dialogue heavy, especially in the first act of this game. Second thing, this game is MS-DOS based. This was done in 1996. Back when MS-DOS and Windows 95 were prominent as such. This game was never well received. This was developed by Stormfront Studios, if I remember correctly. But of course, this game was never received very well because, well, there'll be some things I'll probably point out about the design here, but for an MS-DOS game, I mean, you're not going to expect much, but this is kind of one of those games like, let's say current games. I was thinking Mass Effect for the Xbox and PC. The dialogue is, you follow a dialogue tree, and, there are certain events, certain, lines occur after, once a choice is made, and some will be make like amendments to, kind of like an alternate dialogue tree in some instances. So sometimes you might see me, you probably would see, the game just suddenly stop and freeze. Well, I inserted some sort of break where I added stuff or took away stuff. That's what we do in LP, and splice the thing a little bit. But I'm not going to get into this. This game takes place in between Season 3 and Season 4. At the end of Season 3, after the adversary of Episode 26, and Season 4, Episode 1, The Way of the Warrior. So that's the setting of this game. You'll see why here in a little bit. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get this LP started.
It's shorted out, sir. We're gonna have to phaser it.
Then what are you waiting for?
Right away, sir.
Faster would be better, Ensign.
I can't, sir. We don't want to...
That's enough.
But, sir...
Stand aside, Carlton. I'm going through.
You're alive. Good. Odo to Sisko.
Go ahead.
I'm on board the Orinoco, Captain. The automatic safety systems have failed.
Envoy Bannik?
Appears uninjured. I'm initiating emergency shutdown procedures.
Hurry, Constable. You've got 8 minutes before the IPS overloads. I don't want any more fireworks today.
Neither do I, Captain. Odo out. Envoy, if you're able to stand, I could use your help. The damage from the storm must have fractured a plasma conduit. We've got to shut down the main power relay before it overloads and floods this compartment with radiation.
The damage to the ship? It wasn't the plasma storm.
Not the plasma storm? Then... whatever caused it, we've got to shut these systems down now.
How can I help you?
I think I can realign the plasma coil from here if you can repair the damage to the main propulsion grid.
How should I access the grid?
To your left, you'll see a panel marked Main Propulsion. There should be an alert flashing. You'll need to get inside the panel to vent off the plasma and replace the damaged chips.
Okay, I'll find it.
Alright, the controls are like playing Myst. If you ever played Myst, the Masterpiece and all the sequels, the controls are similar to that.
Warning. Uncontained plasma in conduit B.
Vent the plasma?
Plasma conduit sealed. Antimatter pod integrity at 100%. Warp field coil operational. Inertial dampeners operational. Monitoring systems offline.
Now it's kind of like a sliding puzzle here. You just gotta fit the chips inside the
Monitoring systems back online.
damaged systems there.
Reactant injectors offline.
Very easy. Very easy puzzle.
Reactant injectors back online.
Alright, so the plasma injectors.
Plasma injectors offline. Plasma injectors back online. Automatic safety systems back online. Shutdown completed.
Easy peasy.
I did it! Shutdown completed.
Odo to Sisko. It seems your envoy knows his engineering systems. The Orinoco is out of danger.
Well done. I'll have the envoy beamed directly to Ops. Envoy Bannik, welcome to Deep Space Nine. I'm Captain Benjamin Sisko, commander of the station. May I introduce my second-in-command, Major Kira Nerys, and my science officer, Lieutenant Jadzia Dax.
Envoy Bannik.
We almost lost you, Envoy. What exactly happened to you in the Orinoco?
Some ships attacked me on the far side of the wormhole.
Attacked you?
Major, go to yellow alert. Shields up, activate station defenses.
At once, Captain.
Envoy Bannik, could you identify the craft that attacked you?
Yes, as I came in, I noticed that they, or others of their type, are circling the station.
With your permission, Captain, I'd like to have Odo verify the attack.
Good idea, Major. Sisko to Odo. Constable, do you have the situation under control?
Yes, Captain. It won't fly anytime soon, but...
Are the ship logs intact? Lieutenant Dax would like to see them.
Yes, Captain. Did Envoy Bannik inform you his ship was attacked?
Yes, Constable. Can you confirm that?
Phased disruptors, Captain, intelligently aimed. The anti-proton residue is unmistakable. I'm sending what's left of the ship's records to you now.
Thank you, Constable. Sisko out. Envoy, this attack has serious implications. These craft arrived with the aliens you and Ambassador Carrick must negotiate with. Before we alert the Ambassador, we must be absolutely certain that these drone craft attacked the Orinoco. Please step over to join Lieutenant Dax.
Which aliens are these, Captain?
Pardon me, Envoy. Of course you haven't been briefed. The aliens call themselves the Scythians. It's a first contact situation. Ambassador Carrick can tell you more about them.
Captain, is Ambassador Carrick here on the station?
Yes, he's in his quarters, anxiously anticipating your arrival. I believe he needs assistance with the aliens.
Now I'll join Dax. Thanks, Captain.
Yeah, now you understand where the timeline fits because Captain Sisko has hair, and his rank is captain, so that fits right after he got the captain's rank in the episode Adversary. I mean, controls are a little bit erratic in this series, but the textures are pretty good. It's just the movement is sometimes erratic sometimes.
Lieutenant, you have something to show me?
Yes, Envoy. This is the playback of the station log.
Tell me about that large ship.
That's the vessel that brought the Scythian delegation to Deep Space Nine. The ship itself carries no weapons of any sort.
No weapons at all? That's unusual.
It's possible the small ships, the drones, act as bodyguards. They followed the Scythian ship here and then began to circle the station.
And more of them keep appearing. Quite a little entourage.
When was this recorded?
About 62 hours ago, Envoy, just before the plasma storm surrounded the station.
How many drones are there now?
The plasma storm makes it difficult to keep track.
They've been coming through the wormhole regularly since the delegation ship arrived.
None of them have come too close to the station. They're just hovering outside the shield perimeter.
They remind me of a pack of Norsican viper wolves.
Have the drones attacked any other ships?
Not so far.
Do they look like the craft that attacked the Orinoco?
I'm almost positive that they are.
Captain, the Envoy believes he was attacked by the Scythian drones. We'll verify that from his ship logs. This is the log we retrieved from your ship's computer. Parts of the records are damaged.
Evasive maneuvers. Damage report.
Forecast damage.
Cut impulse. Heading 1-0. Full verse in.
There. I'm beginning an analysis.
Let's get some answers, Lieutenant.
I don't understand. The drones here have been completely docile. They had every opportunity to strike during the evacuation.
Why do you think they attacked me?
We know the drones are unmanned, Envoy. They behave in predictable ways. Stimulus, response.
And the stimulus was?
The Orinoco probably violated their alert zone. Their response? They attacked. The match is positive, Captain. This drone is configured exactly the same as those now surrounding Deep Space Nine.
Are they a threat to the station?
I think it's time we found out. Major, contact Ambassador Carrick. We must have a serious talk with our Scythian friends. Lieutenant, analyze the drone behavior further. Why are they here?
Impossible to tell. The plasma storm...
Captain Carrick is in his room, but he doesn't respond.
Envoy, if you could go to the habitat ring and rouse the Ambassador.
Captain, elevated neutrino levels. Something's coming through the wormhole.
Envoy, belay that request. Lieutenant?
It's a drone. Unmanned, different. Sending out a signal.
Captain, the drones are responding. It's an attack formation.
Red alert. Phasers lock on. Dax, get me the Scythian ship.
Hailing. Captain, the Scythian leader.
Sir, our sensors indicate that your drones are taking up attack positions. What is the meaning of this?
Attack?
We will be forced to destroy the drones.
Captain, we can't lock on. The plasma storm.
Defend. Destroy.
You want us to destroy?
Hit a #1 shield.
Damn this storm. We're going to manual targeting.
Everybody take a station.
Bannik, you'll control Bank 5. Stand by.
But Envoy Bannik is a diplomat.
With a weapons proficiency rating of 8.
Major, release Bank 5 to Bannik.
The bank is on manual targeting, Bannik. Releasing phasers to your control. Now!
Now wait just a doggone minute. He is a weapons expert, a diplomat, and an engineer. Now, normally those things don't mix, but if you're Lieutenant Commander Scott, and basically the only diplomat that you know is a fully activated phaser bank. Just saying.
Captain, near Reactor 4.
I have them, Major.
Damage on Deck 5.
They've moved out of my sector.
I can't get a visual.
Dax, the plasma.
Compensating for visual interference.
Captain, the drones are regrouping.
Warning, hull breach on level 3.
We're taking hits, Captain.
Activating Caterin force shield.
Shields at 30%.
Bannik, target's moving into your sector.
Under the habitat ring, bearing 111 Mark 4.
Shield failure imminent.
Only a few left.
Good work, Envoy. That's it. Stand down from battle.
What a mess that was. Oh my gosh.
One moment, Envoy. Captain, we have a ruptured bulkhead on Deck 5.
Outer or inner bulkhead?
Outer. Structural damage 2.
I'll take this one, Major.
Certainly, Captain. Routing engineering control to you now.
Tell me, Envoy, Your impressions of our enemy.
They could have killed us all.
Actually, the station sustained very little damage.
But enough to know those drones mean business, Lieutenant.
What is their business? What do they want?
I think the Scythians hold the answer to that question. Everything about the drones, power hierarchies, hull structure, warp arrays, clearly parallels the Scythian design.
I don't envy you your assignment, Envoy.
They were boring in from every side. No evasive tactics, no pattern attacks, no enfilade.
No self-preservation instinct.
Just attack, and to hell with surviving it.
They seem determined to destroy themselves, all right. But I thought their attack was confused.
Did their actions seem confused to you, Envoy?
No, they had a plan. It just wasn't very effective.
Maybe it wasn't meant to be effective.
It wasn't really an attack, you mean? Then what was it?
They were just probing our defenses.
Dax, the Envoy may be onto something. The drones only fired to make sure we'd fire back.
Major, do you mean they deliberately held their fire?
When we were fighting the Cardassians, sometimes we would attack an outpost, just to test its defenses, to plan our real attack.
I'll research it, analyze the patterns of attack. I think we may be onto something. Thank you, Envoy.
Good. In the meantime, the turbolifts, I'm not showing damage, but they're down all over the station. Could you?
Right away. Excuse me, Envoy.
Envoy, we seem to be out of danger for the moment.
Is the station badly damaged?
Apparently no. No casualties, some circuits out, overloaded. A few hull breaches, nothing serious. We had containment fields up already because of the storm. It's a tough old Cardassian fortress, Envoy. We're out of danger, but we're still in trouble. We're cut off completely from help on Bajor, or reinforcements from Starfleet, and we're severely short-handed.
Cardassian? Isn't this a Federation outpost?
No, Envoy. The Bajorans own this station, turned over to them by treaty with the Cardassians. The Federation is here only at the invitation of the Bajoran government.
The Cardassians left us with a pitiful excuse for an infrastructure, Envoy. Systems of spit and wire.
But it's still got a backbone of solid uranium. Good thing, too. Plasma disruptions like this one have been known to rip ships and stations in two. Even tough old Cardassian ones.
You can't even contact the planet of Bajor?
No. The plasma storm makes the 5-hour crossing a foolish risk. And subspace communications are out of the question.
Short-handed? Why, Captain?
The station's been evacuated, Envoy, because of the storm.
Were you able to evacuate the station completely? Before the storm rose, I mean.
Yes, or almost. Transports took about 500 people to Bajor for safety. Almost all the station personnel. But one transport didn't make it out. Isn't that right, Major?
An old Subite freighter. First they were hung up on a docking clamp, then stabilizer problems. They were lucky to make it back to the station.
The passengers are now in a designated safe zone. Level 7, Section 5.
Otherwise known as Quark's Bar. A Ferengi establishment.
Yes. Less than 24 people on board, and still he insists on staying open. There's probably a rule of acquisition that addresses even this situation.
The riskier the road, the greater the profit. Number 62.
When will the plasma storm end? Do you know?
Good question. Lieutenant, report please on the plasma storm. Present intensity, estimated duration.
Intensity up 20% overall. Duration anywhere from another 12 to 46 hours.
Tell me what's happened here, Captain. From the beginning, please.
Certainly, Envoy. A lot has happened since you and Ambassador Carrick passed through Deep Space Nine on your way to the Gamma Quadrant. We received several field reports from Ambassador Carrick. One of them concerned the Scythians.
Those are the Gamma Quadrant aliens? Lieutenant Dax showed me their ship arriving at the station.
Yes, and you witnessed my conversation with their leader. According to his reports, Carrick had much better success in speaking with the Scythians.
Could I see that report?
It's classified, Envoy. Only Ambassador Carrick has the authority to let you view it, which I have no doubt he will do.
Go on.
So when the Scythians appeared at the station, I contacted the Ambassador, who was already on his way to Deep Space Nine.
From the Gamma Quadrant, I assume.
Yes, I can't tell you more than that.
And the first drones followed the Scythian ship?
Yes, just as you saw it in the station log.
Go on.
Meanwhile, Dax detected the plasma storm rising unusually quickly. We scrambled to evacuate the station and seal it against the storm.
Why didn't the Scythians evacuate with everyone else?
I don't know. We told them of the danger and they understood us, I think. But when they learned Bajor was inhabited, they simply refused to leave.
And more drones arrived through the wormhole?
They appeared as regular as clockwork.
Go on.
Carrick got here just before the storm hit. He retired almost immediately to his quarters. Said you were to join him as soon as you arrived.
Did he say why he summoned me in particular?
No, he did not.
Go on.
The rest of the story you know. You were ambushed by drones on the far side of the wormhole. Shortly after that, they attacked the station in unison.
How may I assist you, Captain?
You must help Ambassador Carrick open up lines of communication with the Scythians. We've got to determine their relationship to the drones. Are they enemies? Or are we...
Captain, the drone that fled the station attack. It was recording data the whole time. Locations of our phaser banks, shield generators, our vulnerable spots.
Permission to pursue, Captain.
Permission denied, Major. We need the Defiant. Dax, I want you to analyze these drone activities. All of them. Right now it's the only clue we have to their intentions. Major Kira, I want you to load a weapons sled onto one of the runabouts and prepare it for immediate deployment.
Right away, Captain. I'll use the Hudson. It's more maneuverable. I'll be finished here in a few minutes.
Now, Envoy, where were we?
The Defiant. What ship is that, Captain?
An escort-class vessel usually stationed here. The Defiant gives us teeth, Envoy. But it's away for another 26 hours at least.
We were talking about communicating with the Scythians.
Yes. You understand the importance, don't you, Envoy? The Scythians are our best link to whoever or whatever has taken a dislike to our being here. We're depending on Ambassador Carrick to open that link. And the Ambassador is obviously depending on your help.
What are the details, Captain?
You'd best learn the details from the Ambassador.
Where are the Scythians now?
Their ship is moored at the end of Corridor A, Docking Bay 3. Security is watching them.
Where can I find Ambassador Carrick?
His quarters are in the habitat ring, cabin 6A. It shouldn't be hard to find. If you have any trouble, contact Odo, our chief of security.
I'll leave now and report to Ambassador Carrick in his quarters.
Good. Dax, see if you can restore power to the turbolift. After all he's done for us, I'd rather not force Envoy Bannik to use the stairs.
I'm trying. Envoy, I can get you as far as the promenade. You'll have to walk from there.
Thank you, Envoy. That's all.
Alright, well that was a lot to digest. I mean, wow. But there you go.
Computer. Take me to the habitat ring, section 6.
Turbolifts to the habitat ring are not currently functional. Access by main corridors only.
Take me to the docking ring, section 7.
Turbolifts to the docking ring are not currently functional. Access by main corridors only.
Take me to the promenade.
Due to emergency security precautions, promenade access has been restricted. Areas currently available to access are Section 5, Levels 7 and 8. Please specify desired destination.
Promenade, level 8, section 5.
Alright, so we got rid of the docking ring there and the habitat ring there. So those options are no longer available to us, which is fine, but not a big deal. But we're going to go ahead and end the video, guys. That is it for this video. In the next video, we're going to go ahead and start our assignment, but first we're going to talk to a few people, some characters you might know if you're, if you are aware of the Star Trek franchise, especially Star Trek DS9. We'll start by talking to this person who is a Vedic, and for now then, I am Captain Penelope of the Super Paladin Bros, And we'll see you guys in episode 2. Take care, everyone.